Hey guys, what is up? It's Chris here, and this video is going to be kind of different the way I put it, because I kind of want to do like a thing where I share you guys my builds that I use for World and also other stuff in game, whereas like PvE content. And I wanted to start off with Necro. Necro is a very good class. I love playing Necro because they can either go power necro, they can go condi necro. Either is good, but my necro here is currently a condi necro. So I'm gonna show you guys the build that I use and what I use for food and how much damage it does per time, because condi damage doesn't do damage like right at the second, but it does damage over time. So let's get into it. Alright, so currently my power is not that great, but I have enough toughness. Like I said, I use this build in World, so you have to have a lot of toughness. I could do with having a little bit more vitality, but with the Death Shroud, you basically have 2 sets of health, and it's really no problem at all. And also Lich Form helps a lot because it gives you health as well. Precision, I managed to get it up to 41%, although my ferocity is abysmal, so I wouldn't recommend this in PvE. But in World, the damage over time does stack up, and if they don't have condi removals, they will die very easily. So let's take a look at the condi damage. I'm currently sitting at 1600, and that's because of my traits and my armor. And which armor I'm using is basically Rabid. I'm using Rabid armor with Undead Ruins, because Undead Ruins got a change and they're actually really good now. So Undead Ruins and Rabid armor. As for my trinkets, it's also Rabid as well, but I also used the Kuriskola Jewel, I can't say it, but it has condi, power, and vitality, and I just wanted a little bit of power, maybe just enough over 1,000 to actually do some damage when I'm auto attacking. But also my auto attack does condis, as you can see. Alright, and so for my weapons, I'm using a staff. Staff puts down quite a bit of conditions. 3 bleeds, chilled, poison, that's a blast finisher, and also fear. Not to mention Death Shroud. Death Shroud is also one of the biggest combatants with this as well, because it has that torment, fear, lifesteal as well. So you can either go, you can go lifesteal as well, and yeah, and also chill. There's chilled as well. Necros have a whole bunch of different options when it comes to conditions. As for utility skills, I use Consume Conditions and also Well of Corruption. I also use Well of Power, and then just so I can get that speed boost, Spectral Walk, and also break stun. So in World, that's really good if you can break that stun. Alright, and then as my elite, I use Plague Form, because Plague Form you can choose to blind, cripple, or bleed the person if you're in Lich Form. I heard that you can do, sorry, not Lich Form, Plague Form. Lich Form also has a lot of conditions, so you can either choose between the two. You do get a big boost in health and either or, so yeah, it's very easy to stay alive as a Necro in World. Now let's carry on to the traits. The traits I'm using is, I don't know if it's like the best options, but you guys can play around with it. I'm using Applied Weakness on critical hits. See, and this is why I have basically the precision up so high, because on critical hits I also weaken. That's another condition that I put on him, and it makes him a little bit more weak, and you can do more damage to him. Well, I guess it doesn't really do much damage. It does minus 50% endurance regeneration, so they can't do the dodges as much. Focus renewal, well skills, use ground targeting. That's just a basic one. So the thing I have with ground targeting with wells is because with ground targeting, it's easier to place where you're going to be than stand in the same spot that you are This isn't a dueling build, it's just a build for War World if in large groups. So having that wells placed anywhere you want, it makes it easier. Alright, and then Chilling Darkness. So whenever you blind as well, so when you blind people, you also chill. And their movement speed is reduced, and that's why I use Scepter Dagger on my Necro here. Because number 4 skill does blinding, and so then it does chilled as well. And it is easy. And skill recharge rate is a big deal when it comes to War World and junk. I don't know. I'm trying to make this informative, but I don't know. I might play around a little bit. So for the staff, I have greater marks because I feel like getting more people in a bigger radius is a little bit more damage. Although it only targets, I think, 5 people, so it might not be a good choice. You might want to switch it to something else, but I use greater marks. And so we go on to the adept one. Ritual of Protection. So as I said with the wells, you can place it anywhere. And also you can add this little trait, Ritual of Protection, and your wells now give protection, which is amazing because you have 33% incoming damage reduction, and it could save your life. Basically, like I said, you can always you can always change it to like staff mastery. Sorry about the cough. Staff mastery, shrouded removal. I can't talk right now, which also removes a condition. And remember, this is all Wolver's World base, so this isn't PvE base. This is Wolver's World. All right, for blood magic, which is also vitality and healing powder, and the previous two you can just see right here. I use Ritual Mastery, reduces recharge on wells. Like I said, wells are a big thing in Wolver's World. It does help out your friends, and it also helps out you, especially the Well of Power, which also converts conditions into boons. And then the Well of Corruption turns enemy boons into conditions. So, like again, you're a conditioned Necro, you want to get those conditions on those people. Alright, and then just for a little extra stuff is siphoning health. I might change that here to something else, but siphoning health, taking basically lifesteal. It is helpful in Death Shroud and also in other stuff when you're using certain types of food. I don't use life-stealing food, so let's go on to the food that I use. The food that I use is a pretty basic stuff. I use condition damage, vitality, the Orion truffle soup. It gives me 100%, not 100%, 100 condition damage extra and 70 extra vitality, which is helpful. And you can see right there, my condition damage has jumped up 100. I don't really use sharpening stones in this. I think I use the tuning crystals because it has a thing where you can get more condition damage. I just need to go pick those up. So let me look this up. The Master Tuning Crystal, it gives you condition damage equal to 6% of your toughness and then 4% of your vitality, which is going to bump that condition damage up to close to 1900. And that's a lot. I feel like I should go into PvE, into one of the maps here, and then show you how much condition damage I do with just one stack. And then you times that by 20, 10, and you'll see how much condition damage can actually do. So let's go to Snowden. No, not Snowden. It has to be level 80 zone. I'm gonna go to Cursed Shore. Be right back. Alright, we're here in Cursed Shore, and I forgot to mention in the previous talk that the sigils that I use on it. I use Superior Sigil. I need to change that. I need to change it to Superior Sigil of Corruption, I believe. Yeah, it gives you plus 10 condition damage per kill, and it's a stacking weapon. I need to switch that so that this is not accurate. And then also Superior Sigil of Blood critical chance to steal health, which was also hand in hand with the siphoning health, so you get more health back. And then I put on my scepter the critical chance to on critical steal health, as well the sigil of blood, and then superior sigil of doom on your next attack after you swap to this weapon, while in combat inflicts poison. Because in Wolversworld, you're always in combat if you're in those big groups of zergs and stuff, and you can put poison as an extra condition when you attack with the dagger. So it kind of helps. So let's go out and attack one of the Risen here. I'm at Meddlers, I believe. Yeah, Meddlers. Alright, so we have a Risen Play Bear. So I hit it once, and it does 250 condition damage. I believe that's 2 stacks. That is only 2 stacks of condition damage, and there's a truck going by my house. Right. I live by one like a really busy street. So yeah, that was that was a truck. Hope you enjoyed that. But as you can see, there was 2 stacks of bleeds on that one Risen, and it did 250 damage per tick. And so, if I can find another one and just hit it once, maybe this gorilla over here. Yeah, I'll hit the gorilla. So if I hit this gorilla once, actually, do I have one that can just do? No. I hit it twice, and it did 257 damage per tick. So if I continuously hit this and like kite him away, also I get that poison on the scepter. As you can see right there, with only 5 stacks of bleeds, I'm doing 700 damage per tick. So this is very effective in Wolversworld, especially to those who don't have basically any Condi removals. So it's a very viable build. You can make your own build off of this. I thank you guys for watching. It was a really fun and informational to just share my builds. And if you want to see more of my builds for Wolversworld and other aspects of the game, please let me know. Leave a comment and say, yeah, sure, I would love to see your builds. And also, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.